Hi, everybody. This is Rhonda Stephens-Auclair, and I am here today with Miss Sabrina Kelley. Say hi, Sabrina.
Hi, y'all.
Hi. The great thing about today is we're going to be talking, we're doing kind of a new segment, and we really want to talk to people who are succeeding in their Avon business. And Sabrina is she's my very first person I ask about this because honestly, Sabrina started with us in campaign 1, and her first order was $48. Right, Sabrina?
Yes, it was.
At the end of campaign 7, she had over $3,000 in sales already for the year. She is rocking and rolling, and not only is her sales definitely on track for President's Club, she had ambassador in her leadership numbers too in campaign 7. So Sabrina, first and foremost, tell us, why did you start your Avon business?
Well, one thing is I love Avon, and my leader, Arlena Gafford, she was my rep that I had for a year, and she was talking to me about everything and said, "Why don't you just join the business?" I had already been an Avon representative probably about 10 years ago, and it's totally changed. I got out back then, and then now we have teams, and it's great. Basically, I just want to better my income for my family. We're looking to buy a new home. Okay. So this income with Avon will help a lot.
It definitely will. So why did you, I always like that. It's always the silly questions. I know for you personally, you're you prepay all of your orders to Avon before we ship them. How have you managed to do that when you're getting like $700 in sales a campaign?
Well, the way Avon does, it gives me a deposit that I have to do to get it off hold. So mainly I just pay that deposit, and then if it's still on hold, I'll pay the remaining balance. We have set aside an Avon account that we have our personal money in at the beginning, and we prepay it, so whenever we get our orders in and we take our orders to our customers, then we just deposit that money into our Avon account, so our Avon is already paid for.
Awesome. That's a good way to do it. I think it's so important to kind of keep your Avon money separate from your personal money. So that sounds like that's what you're doing.
Yes.
Can you tell me, what do you think is where have you gotten so much success? I mean, your accomplishments are incredible in 7 campaigns. What do you think has contributed to that?
Well, I do events now. I started doing events. I've got an event in June, and I did one this past Saturday. Just getting leads and then following up. And then I put books out at the post office, at mom and pop pharmacies, put ads on Facebook. That's mostly where I'm getting my customers, is Facebook, and then the pharmacies. And then some of my friends and family buy. My mom buys every week, religiously. So she's been buying for 40 years, so she's my number one. But mostly drugstores and my post offices.
Awesome. So how much of your business is coming in online? Or are they calling you instead of going to your web store?
They're mostly calling me. I looked it up. I've made a total of $87 in all for online.
Right. So you don't have a big online customer base yet.
No.
But you're getting your clients from Facebook and other places because you're posting so much. How many times do you think you post a day?
Probably 5.
That's a great number. I always think 5. I think is the way to go. Is there any goals? Like, what are you working towards right now? You've hit ambassador. I know you're going for President's Club, but what do you got? What are you working on?
I want, by the end of the year, or at least 6 months, I would love to be Gold Ambassador.
Okay.
That is my goal. And then if I can get higher than that.
That's awesome. I think you can do it. And you definitely have people on your team. What do you contribute really to starting a team too? Because not only are you doing the sales the right way, but you're growing a team. So how are you doing that?
Well, actually, I have a lady that I talked to this morning that's thinking of signing up. She's a customer. She used to be an Avon rep in Montgomery, and then they moved up here. and they quit. So she's thinking of starting back.
Okay.
So that'll be, I think, my 7th one.
That's nice.
Mainly, I've just been posting on Facebook. All of mine have been all over Alabama.
Okay.
I've got several from Aniana. I've got one from Pantsville. I've got one from Coleman. I even have a man now.
Awesome. And it doesn't freak you out that they're not really close to you to work with side by side?
Well, some of them are, like I have one in Jasper that I only talk through Messenger, but one I call all the time. And she was my very first one. We become friends. We talk all the time. And I've got my new one. He started calling me. So I've got another one that I'm real close to now.
Great. And how has your upline helped you? Because I know Arlena is your upline.
Arlena, yes, she has helped me tremendously. She's the one that's got me started in doing events. I did my first event in March with her and Aniana, and then I just did one this past weekend in Rainbow City, Alabama.
Cool.
And she's the one that got me set up with the one in June that I'm doing by myself.
Ooh, that'll be the first one by yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And how do you think those events is helping your business?
It's getting my name out there, because when she does it, if she has another rep with me, we take the leads. She doesn't, unless she knows has that customer and they just come to the event. If she doesn't know them, we get the leads. So we do the follow-up. So that's how we get the customers and get the business.
So you think follow-up is the key then?
Yes, that is the 100% key. You have to follow up. Otherwise, they're not going to call. They're just going to look at the book and say, "Oh, okay, I've got an Avon book, but the lady's not calling me, so I can't post an order."
Well, and they forget. I always say, we look at them and stick them in the drawer beside the couch or by the bed table, and
that's right.
When we clean it out 6 months from now, we might remember to call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Is there any tips that you would like to give to any new person starting out, or anybody who's been here a while and maybe who's ready to kick their business up?
Well, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, mainly Molly Stone Bibb, and she has helped me tremendously. It's brought my husband on, and my husband loves all of her videos and most of all the Avon videos, so he is on board with me. He says you can never quit Avon again. He doesn't. He'll deliver for me, but I haven't got him to help me order stuff yet. But he's almost there. But I would say just keep getting your leads. Follow up is the #1 key. Make sure you get that name, get that number, and if you follow up, they will potentially order. They won't order all the time, but they could periodically order every now and then they could refer you to somebody. Like I just got a referral from a lady that I just put an order to for a beauty shop.
Oh, that's always good.
40 books to put out. They used to have an Avon lady, but they don't know where she went or what happened to her. So she asked me if I minded. I said, no, just let me know if you need any more books.
Yeah, you'll get some good sales out of there.
Oh, yes.
Maybe she'll even let you set a table up or something inside the salon one Friday.
Yeah.
Or whatever their busy day is. That's great. Well, Sabrina, thank you so much for talking to us about this stuff. Congratulations on your business. You are on the way. I know we're going to see you at Gold Ambassador soon. I have no doubt that President's Club is going to hit for you whatsoever. I hope we get you there maybe by end of August so that you can do, good money at Christmas.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for what you do. We appreciate you. Thank you. Say bye to everybody.
Thank you. Bye.